living it the way you grow.
My fastest time at that is 26 hours, 14 minutes. Some folk do start to hallucinate, but I've not had anything awfully exciting. Boulders at the side look like little animals. You think it's a cat or a gerbil or something, or there's little animals. Or when you're running and you're moving your hands, and if you've got bright gloves on, it's like, when you've got a sparkler and you do circles and you can see the light. With your eyes being tired, your vision sort of sees your hand in two places at the same time. It's a bit like that. That's the only thing I've really had. West Lowland, East Lowland, and this is a lovely place for a wee run, just a nice wee trot. You can do like a figure of 8 round both hills in about, I don't know, hour and a half, something, depends on how fast or slow you go. Make it 2 hours if you really enjoy yourself. It's just a nice day for a run. Well, I'm training quite hard. It's usually between 40, 50 miles a week. I do run 6 days a week normally, anyway, just keeping it ticking over.
My name's Pete, and this is my lovely fashionista daughter Helen. What do you think of the mum's running?
It's nonsense.
Answer one question for me. Have you ever run yourself?
Yes.
And you have lots of medals, don't you?
Yes.
You don't tell anybody about them,
No.
Why not?
It's boring.
Pete's often said, see if I die, you'll miss my funeral.
Here she is, ready to go for a run, doing her wifely duties.
I would say sweary words, but I'm too polite. I wouldn't call it an escape. It's a pleasure. It's to be out there, and it doesn't matter what the weather is as well. A few weeks ago, I had a day off work, holiday to use up, and I'd planned, I'll go and take myself up on the West Highland Way, and it was absolutely teeming down. I'll still go, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I tend to just, it's a bit cliche, to be in the moment. I don't dwell on things or think, I'll need to put a load of washing in when I get home. The carpet needs a hoover. I'm just in the moment. Would you look at that? Look at that cloud up there. What bird was that? I'm just in the moment and enjoying it. I never take music on the West Highland Way because it's just music itself. I think just when you're there, the birds or the wind. I like running with company, but I enjoy going out on my own as well. Just having it all to myself. It's part of me for so long, it's hard to define. I just so enjoy it. And I think it does give you a strength to cope with other things. And also, you feel good, when you've been for a run. In fact, when you're out running, I really enjoy, being out there. And then when you come back in, it's like, what a great day that was. I've really enjoyed that. And you can sit and relax and have my glass of wine and my pizza and think, what a brilliant day that's been. We live pretty close to some stunning bits of scenery, and just to be able to go there and be part of it. You're there breathing in the air, listening to the birds and the wind, and it's unspoiled areas. It's lovely. At some points you'd say, oh, I prefer this bit, but in each bit when you're on it, you enjoy it. I think the top half is a bit more dramatic, more scenic. But then even the bits closer to Glasgow are fine. The West Island Way race, anyone involved in that, it's not like competitors as such, it's a family. And that's what my little Celtic circle symbolises. That's the marker post, WHW and number 2, my race number. I would love to beat my 26 hours 14, but if I don't, that doesn't matter. It's just to be there and to do it. But you don't want to prolong it. You're doing it as quick as you can because you've been on your feet for however many hours, and it's as soon as you can get it done.
Well, we both started running in our early 20s, 22, 23-ish,
Yeah.
which is a wee while ago.
1986, no, 1986 was my first half marathon.
With us both running, we support one another in different races.
The first time I ran a 24-hour race, my sister was running as well, and we'd been listening to Clash of the Ash, which is a song about shinty, and they shout, "Come on! All right!" And as we were lapping each other, you know, that's what we'd be shouting at each other, and it's just pure encouragement.
For the 12 noon throw up and the clash of the ash. Well, we better make changes now, it seems. Geek to the center, we to the wing. Our rocket's old and slow and due to retire. Stick 'em right on the sawdust, ready to fire. And if we do all that, then there's no one's fear. Tell me who's gonna mark the Kinloch Shield Bear. He's hard as nails.
That was one of our proudest moments, and we came away with the bronze team medal, which, you know, is very cherished. I mean, that's something that I'll have forever. Nobody can take that away from me. Even when we started running, didn't expect to reach that sort of level at all. I think I'm more competitive and a bit more aggressive in a race. Sort of, let me go, let me go, let me go, where Fiona's the nice. I mean, that's a good technique to have as well, to be nice and relaxed, because you don't be tense. I remember that morning very clearly. I think I had the alarm set for 5 o'clock because we were heading up north for Fiona to do the Speyside 50k race, and I was going to support. And I remember about 5 o'clock the phone went, and I'm thinking, is that Fiona phoning to make sure I'm up? And it was you, Pete. And you'd said that Fiona wasn't well, she'd collapsed on the floor, you'd phoned an ambulance, and I remember my heart just went straight up to my mouth, and I think it just says, right, okay, I'm coming over, and I just jumped into some clothes, drove over, and then the rest of that day was just horrendous.
At first, I didn't even know if I was going to get back running, and it was a question I asked doctors all the time, and they couldn't give me an answer either. And at the time, I just thought, stupid bloody doctors. I thought, they should know, but I suppose everybody that has a brain injury, you don't know what damage is done or how long it's going to take to recover, or, you know, what it's going to do to you.
Do you think that running helped Fiona overcome what happened to her?
Fiona is one incredibly strong and determined lady, and I think she made a decision at that time. I'm not going to let this beat me.
Yes.
You know, I'm going to get back,
Aye.
I'm going to get my challenges, and I'm going to do them, and I'm going to achieve that, and that's what she's done.
I wanted to be normal, and to be normal for me was to get back running. And as soon as I could tick the box of doing stuff, that was you know, each step was closer to being recovered. In fact, after coming out of hospital, it was a scary moment. I walked round to the shop round the corner on my own. I thought, right, I'm going out on my own. And I just took the phone with me just in case of, you know. And that was quite scary. Well, I walked into the shop and then the doctor said I could drive. Right, oh, right, give me my car back. Right, I can do that. Right, went for my first run. Pete came with me. Hello, you know, he's been ill and can't run. He says, right, I'll come with you. And just did a minute, sort of gentle jog, and then walked a minute, then gentle jogged for a minute, just for 10 minutes. And that was my first run. My legs were really quite sore and tight because I'd been lying in a hospital bed for 3 weeks. So there was, and then I think I was home a week before I ever went for a run. So over a month of doing absolutely nothing. So it was quite hard to get back in, but it was the way to be recovered was to be how I was before.
Folk were overjoyed to see that she was back running. There was the natural concerns as well, but folk were just, you know, just so pleased to see that Fiona was back doing what she loves doing.
I thought it was so nice with my pals at the running club. They would come and run with me.
Fiona is just a complete inspiration to everybody. You know, she's an incredibly popular club member, a very dedicated club member.
And I thought, are they as scared as I am? Because although they never said, they just treated me as normal. You know, nobody said, are you okay? Do you want to stop? You know, they just let me go at my pace.
From there, what she's done over the following years, it's just absolutely amazing.
It was 7 weeks after the hemorrhage was my first race, but I didn't want to miss it. I think if it was any other race, I wouldn't have done it, but it was the Isle of Skye half marathon, and it was my 100th half marathon. And I thought, I don't care how long it'll take. If I have to walk bits, that'll be fine. But we ran it all just very, very gently, I think in about 2.5 hours. Because I was dead chuffed. We got round and had a pint of Guinness at the end as well. It was lovely.
Within our club and within, you know, in general, Fiona is just a complete inspiration to everybody.
Fiona has a greater determination than I have, and if that had happened to me, I don't know how I would have coped with it, but Fiona is such a strong person. I would like to say took it in her stride, but just kept everything quite normal when she was coping with very scary stuff.
She went and had an MRI scan just to make sure, but she's fine. There was nothing there, but just with us being identical twins, just to make sure. But she's fine. I think they found a brain. Just look around. I mean, where'd you get anything else like that? I mean, we're going to get the top of the Buccleuch of Moor in a minute or two, I'm sure we are. We'll get a wee reward in a minute. It doesn't matter if somebody's ahead or behind. You just do what you can. As long as you can't ever have a disappointing race if you've done your best, whatever the time is. Just do what you want to do. Even if somebody says, "Oh no, you shouldn't be doing that." If you feel like you want to do it, just do it. Just go and you know, go with your heart. As long as I can put one foot in front of the other, I'll be going. I don't care how long it takes me. And I think I'll be running the West Highland race every year. I'll be kicking the lid off my wooden box.
Running round the sacred mountain, the rushing stream. Feel the power in everything. By the water, where the air is clear. Surrender everything. Old hearts grow younger again. The promise spring, the greenest plants are tender. They're full of sap and spray. Empty the places of the mind, running